Hey guys, welcome to Coding with Chris. So had a bit of a false start there. What I'm wondering is this running on YouTube? Seems to be running okay on Twitch, but the YouTube Go Live page is giving me fits. But I just want to see, are you guys seeing me on YouTube? Because I'm not entirely sure that it's up there. I'm still checking. If you can, just, you know, pop something in the chat and let me know you're here if you're on the YouTube side. Otherwise, I may have to restart. Okay. Hey, Sebastian, what's happening, man? All right, good. We're all there. I forgot to reset my camera after the white balance is all goofy. So hold on a second. I had to restart my computer a while ago, and that always resets my camera white balance, and then I have to go unscrew it, and then you know how it is. Anyway, all right. So I am super excited to get started on this project. I've been really looking forward to this. I've been watching all kinds of oh, no notification for the second start. Probably because it was so quick. I think I, kind of like blink and you miss it type of thing. So sorry about that, guys. I'll get better at this. You might think this is my first stream, but it's not. Anyway, I've been watching all kinds of game dev tutorials and reading all kinds of articles and books and looking through all kinds of stuff. So I am super excited for this. It's gonna be lots of fun. If you haven't already, see if I can do this. Yeah, you can go. It's the first this year. This is true. You can go down the repo there. I'm going to be putting this stuff up after every session so everybody can play along. I'm intending this to be a kind of a community project, so make tickets, do PRs, contribute, think, have ideas. That's all cool. I want us all working on this together, because this is all about just learning about it. I don't know. We are going to be using Dragon Ruby, and I am not a master at Dragon Ruby. I've read through some stuff, watched some tutorials, watched this, so I've got general idea. But there's probably a lot of things that I'm going to miss, and we're going to have to keep going. So, just kind of a fundamental on this. Dragon Ruby, this is my understanding. Dragon Ruby runs on mruby. Currently, they are kind of at mruby 3.0, I think they said, and so the that kind of matches the syntax of Ruby 3.0, give or take a couple things. So what I've done in the gem file is I've clamped us to 3.0.5 for now, just so that we don't get confused about syntaxes and start wondering why things aren't working when we run it in mruby when they do run in our tests and stuff. So anyway, let me give you a little tour of how we're set up so far. So Dragon Ruby, and this is the actual game running, this little hi there screen. So this is kind of get this out of the box. I tweaked the text a little bit just to make sure I was hitting the right thing, but this is basically it. And you get that by just type in, you pull the code down, you can just type /Dragon Ruby and it'll run the game. Or if you're lazy like me, you can shortcut this in your bash RC, and I can just type dr because I aliased it because I'm too lazy to type all that crap. Anyway, so the way this works, did I have concerns about OSS related to DR? I did, and so I talked to Dragon Ruby, and they told me that I could set it up this way. They gave me the license. They said your community can play, and so you can use the engine. The engine is actually here, and it's in the source code. So you can pull this down and use it. And they said, we're welcome to do that because we're doing a community learning thing. You can't compile it with this. So even if you got this thing, you couldn't compile this stuff and ship it. So it's pretty safe to use the engine for learning. But I did talk to them about that to make sure we weren't going to step on any copyrights or mess with anybody's hard work or anything like that. All right, so when you get Dragon Ruby, if you get it on your own, they provide a zip file where you can just kind of unzip things, and they provide a structure for you to have. You can just unzip it, and there's your project structure, and you can just start fiddling. I already had a project, and I like to make things hard for myself, so I actually went in and figured out what I needed to pull over to get it to work in my current, my existing structure. And basically that was the Dragon Ruby file, this metadata folder, which has things like, are we running full screen, which we don't want to do yet. The game metadata for this is when it builds stuff. You can, set your versions and stuff for the build and all that. And then you have an app directory, my game, then app, and then main RB. This is the starting place for Dragon Ruby. This is where it comes in. I'm pretty sure that you can pass it some parameters and change what this is, send it to a different file or whatever, but this is fine for us. I didn't have any problems with it, so I'm just, that way I can just do Dragon Ruby, be done. All right, so that's where we kind of are at the moment. And let's talk about where we're gonna go. So what I'm looking to do is something along the lines of like RimWorld, Dwarf Fortress, Prison Architect, those kind of top-down, tile-based, sprite-based games that are colony sims, where you can build stuff. And so what we're going to start with today is kind of building the map, and we're going to do some procedural generation. Now, the point of this whole project is not to build the game, although I think it's going to be a fun, cool game. I'm not here to be the next great game developer, because I'm not, and I am not a game developer. I'm going in this kind of cold. You're going to see me learning all this crap from scratch. What I want to do, the purpose of this project is for us to learn together a lot of ways of thinking about Ruby code that you don't run into very often when you're doing web apps. So we're going to hit, and I've kind of listed out a bunch of that stuff in the README file on the repo, so you can take a look at that. And I would encourage you, though. There's some other good stuff in there. Oh, I think it's that I wrote it, but maybe I'm biased. Anyway, I just want to go through these different ways of doing things, because frankly, I've gotten kind of tired after 2 decades of doing nothing but web apps, but I love the Ruby language. I think it's just beautiful. So when I found out that Ruby, I think, is at a point where we can do some really cool games with it, because of mRuby and things like Dragon Ruby and Gosu and stuff like that, I decided it was time for me to get into this and start stretching programming muscles that I haven't exercised. So what we're going to do is my goals for this year is to play with game dev and Ruby, as I want to have some fun with my kids. Awesome. Yeah. Well, good. So I'm glad you're here. This may be fun for you too. What we're going to do is we're going to start with, there's 2 types of maps we're going to be creating. One is a world map, right, where you start out and this is the world, pick a place where you want to land and do your thing, right? This is from RimWorld, by the way. And then there is a play map where this is kind of a zoom in, or pick a place here and then you zoom into this, and this is where you actually play, right? So the map generation is interesting because there's a whole lot of math going on and really cool algorithms that I understand the algorithms, but I have never used them in 20 years of web dev. Never. So this will be a much different way of doing things. So let us begin. So there's this tick function. The way they've got this running, a lot of game dev like Unity and stuff, the frames per second is not static. It can change. But in Dragon Ruby, they run this tick 60 times per second. So you've got 60 FPS, period. So that's kind of hard-coded in there. Also, your resolution for your screen is 720p. That's also kind of hard-coded, but you can resize the screen. It just scales the resolution. Which is kind of interesting, and I don't know if that's going to be problematic for this kind of game, but we'll find out, you know? So, one of the things that I had to do, I had pulled in a Perlin noise gem, but Dragon Ruby doesn't support gems. So what I had to do is I had to pull the code in for this stuff, because this is one of the functions that we're going to use to generate the maps, height maps and stuff. But I didn't want to write this because I am not this smart. I mean, this is heavy duty math crap, and I have no idea how to do it. So I got it from here. I just copied the code in from here, which this is a mruby port of this Perlin noise by June Gun. So, and I put in the files where I got it from, because I think their work should be recognized, so I did. But that's what we're going to use to generate our height maps and stuff. Surprising, what, that they don't support gems? Yeah, it's a little... They said they may do something like mruby is doing, where they have a supported list of gems, but they don't. You can't just pull a gem out. Now these gems we can use because this is just for, you know, our spec testing and stuff in the dev environment. That's not actually gonna. This stuff isn't going to affect the game at all itself. All right. So what we want to do, let's just start diving in. Is we want to. I'm going to treat this mostly as an MVC type structure. So we do have models. And what I'm going to do is we're going to have, like, I've got my Perlin models, noise models under here, but I'm also going to make a new folder under here. Yeah, I'm used to gems too. So I pulled that in and went reading deeper in their docs and said, oh, can't do that. So I actually found this out like an hour before the stream and went, I better do something. So we're going to do, I'm going to put the world model in here. Right, so we've got a world RB. So the world is going to be in charge of kind of encapsulating, it's kind of the God object, if you will, of things. So it is going to be in charge of kind of kicking off the map and stuff, and generation and setting the variables for it and all that. But then we also need what else do we need? We need maps. The actual maps. So I'm gonna have a world map here. All right. I have a short. I do. All right. There. So we're just setting up basic now. I know I said that we're going to be doing TDD with our spec, and for the most part we will, but there are some areas here that I have no idea how to test, like how do you test Perlin noise functions? And so what I'm going to do to start with is just some basic things to see if we can get some visualization of a Perlin noise into our game screen, right? So, and make sure that this Perlin noise function actually works. I ported. Okay, so let us see about we want to have a I want to initialize this with well, let's just do the initial, right? And then we're going to generate a height map. Oh, now I get a YouTube thing saying I'm live. Anyway, oh, something I meant to do for you guys before we get too far into that, and that is I get to draw with my new toy. Yeah, I got me a little drawing tablet, so I can draw here. Now, the thing is, it's going to look like a 5-year-old drawing because I'm still trying to get used to this thing. I can actually, at this point, still draw better with a mouse than this. I'm not used to it yet. But anyway, let's take a look at what we're going to try to create here. So what we're going to be doing is tile maps. So if we have something like this, right, and we're going to go back to like high school and middle school geometry stuff here, graphing. So the way we're going to do this, the way they've got the coordinates set up is this is your X and this is your Y, right? So now we could, if we want to make multiple levels, you can do the noise in 3D and we would have a Z direction, but I think we're just going to stick to one level maps for now, right? We've got enough stuff to worry about. Let's not get too complicated here. All right, so this is going to be tile 0 0. This will be 1 0. This will be 0 1 1 1 and so on, right? So what we're going to do is each one of these tiles, I've decided, is going to be 32 by 32 pixel, right? So each one of them will get assigned values for different things like height and temperature and stuff like that. And then we'll start building biomes out of it, and then they'll get sprites put on them based on what all that stuff comes out to. So what we're gonna do, we got to generate a height map. So in order to do that, I need to use the that Bill Bass has one that's C, a wrapper for C. It was probably a lot faster, but not yet anyway. So we need, we're looking for 2D noise. You can do 1D, which is just an X direction. We're looking for 2D. We're doing XY. You can also do 3, 4, 5D if you want to get crazy, but we're just going to stick with the 2, right? So that was not the right thing. Okay, there we go. I do not like naked parameters. That breaks my brain. So anyway, and you guys, you know, feel free to, I'm learning this stuff too, so you guys feel free to jump in with ideas, questions. You know, if you get confused about anything I'm doing, please speak up and ask, and I'll say I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but ask anyway. So I don't want to call that. I don't like that kind of stuff. All right, so I've got a noise, and then I want to go from, let's just make this a 10 by 10 for now. Right, so let's go X direction first, and then will go Y direction. Now, we won't hard code this ultimately, but I'm just trying to do some quickie stuff here to get a visual. So now I want to main. So what I'm gonna do is I don't need this stuff. That's just what's putting the high there out. But no, that's kind of the boilerplate sample stuff they give you. All right, so what we're gonna do is how do I initialize things, Dragon? Because this is the tick, but I don't want to create a world map every tick. I just want to create one. Does it? I don't know how to do that in Dragon. See, we're learning just the very basics, right? And if anybody knows how to do this, I'm gonna just do a run once on startup thing with Dragon Ruby. Shout it right out. Because, oh, and I'm gonna want to do something like this too. Let me grab this and stash it here. Because this is kind of what we're gonna do. Let's see. I've got right. I don't know if there is a like, where do you do setup? Got all kinds of samples. I'm trying to find that. No. All right, well, I guess what I can do is just in the tick say no, we'll let the initialization in. Okay, so this is, I mean, that's garbage code. Let's see what we can get here. So I want to output solids, and I want to do it at static solid. Oh, that's the background color of the screen. All right, and probably not static, right? But what are the params? Oh my good lord. things that I really would like to see improvement on in Dragon document. A little hard to peruse. Okay. I mean, I like Dragon. I love this stuff, but struggled a bit with the documentation. Why can't I find this again? Here, all right, so my XY width height. I'm gonna have X, Y. Let's just do 1 and 1 first. And RGB. Let's just do 0, 0, 0, and then we'll start worrying about changing the colors based on. I just want to see if we can get stuff out here. Which would 255 is completely solid or 0? And yeah, 55. Right? All right. Let's just see what happens. Dragon root. All right, I blew something up. Uninitialized constant world map. Okay. So how does it do the loading? That's a question. Do I just have to do wires in here? No, they said they're... Now we need to figure out how to do wires. It doesn't support G. There's no requires. How do you... Anybody got any clues on how I pull stuff in? I mean, does it use like site work, or I don't, because I don't know how it loads stuff. Try. They said they do requires different, but find method requires, yeah, never requires. So how does one do that? Ooh. This is just a regular class. Oh no. Let's do it with an include. Seem right, but no. Still an uninitialized constant. Well, chat, I'm already stuck. Something. Well, yeah, hey Drew, how you doing? I did a require, but it doesn't know what that is in main RB. Also, this isn't... Yeah. Yeah, see. Of course. Yeah, world map RB. Oh, well, of course, you knothead. Oh, hey. Oh, solar. All right. Let's see if that works, if I can actually require things properly. Oh, I did. Well, that would do it. I still pathing right. Where? My God, not that. Let's keep that. Okay, so we do. Everything is here, so it is under model. Oh, okay. So just, oh my God. All right, gonna turn you right the hell off, bro. That's yeah, good point. I could do that. Let me see if this one works. No. What? Why are you, I turned you off. Oh, require relative. Didn't I turn you off? Oh, I gotta read. Let me reload PS code. Solar graph is being a butt. Alrighty. Alright, so we're in app, right? App models. Nope. Maps, world map. Here we go. Initialize constant world map per lane. Here, fire. Relevant, because I don't want to type all that crap out. Right, chat? Good idea, right? If I'm doing require relative, I should just be able to. Wait. Get this. Define part. Of course. All right. Should be right. Oops. App model voice. Oh, Berlin. Getting too excited here. I typo app model. No wait. Oh, for God's sake. Noise, then purlin. All right, and then I got to do. Can't remember. Does require won't do that well. We'll do some helper functions to make this nicer, because this is going to get annoying quick. Oh, do they now? Oh, okay. That's actually good, I suppose, because then we can just do a function, all this fire crap. Initialize constant rolling. Curve right there. Ooh. So the purlin, I think what's happening, this trying to purlin curve. I'm not using it directly. I have to do the include here. Shouldn't. Why would it be griping? I've got this. Just so did I not copy something? I mean, I just straight up copied these 3 files. Hey. This. Marco, come on. Yeah, they just had all those. Really not much else to this gem, so I don't think I've copied it. I've got some kind of pathing goofism. Told you I wasn't smart. If I've got, does that fix that problem? So I know the require working in. Got the paths right. What have I dicked up here? I'm doing something stupid, I know. So oh, do I have to put this? I got a space problem. Probably. Probably. Should. Oops. So if I do that, then got it. Okay. So then in noise, oh, that's gonna. That's just gonna be a hot mess, isn't it? Berlin. Yeah, that's. Nah, no. That. Oops. Map. World map would also go to maps. Yeah, except I can include that without a map. I shouldn't. I mean, I could put that in. I shouldn't need that. Yeah, I don't think Dragon Ruby might work. Well, because if it did, I wouldn't be having fire problems. I don't. Screw this. Okay. All right. So if I've got everything required here, still griping about this purling curve. What it doesn't tell me is, oh, here's the factor. So it's in the noise in here. Yeah, it's this that it's squawking about. And then it's going to squawk about this as well. So oh, you mean here? Yeah, I mean, right. I just copied this code straight up out of a gem. But yes. I mean, we could try that chain. Berlin noise curve. Yeah. Oh, because I'm not in the same namespace. I'm under this class. Right? So Let us try firing this here. Although the requires seem to all be in the main, but I don't know. To require order? Yeah, I mean, could be. Still doesn't know. Well, they said they do requires differently. Maybe they do order it. That would be a bit nutty, but probably a good idea. Yeah. Do this curve over here. Put the whole bloody path in there. No, I don't understand. That's at noise 3. Oh, it's, how does that not exist? I copied the path, it's because it's under here. It is using Zeitwerk because it's doing the relative stuff. Yeah, see, it doesn't know. Well, yeah, I mean, it couldn't find it when I had my entire path from the root from the OS here. It said it didn't exist. So if I'm, because I think, because this is, my game is kind of their root directory, Dragon Ruby's root directory. So I think it's scoping the environment to this. So it's looking for just app, but I'm requiring these things here, which this should be loading. So I don't understand. There a aha. Well, I mean, yes, the require is in the main RB. Root is always my game. Right, so we're starting at app, which we're doing, but why is it not loading? All right, let me try something here. Let me just do a curve directly. So, just gonna do this from the main. See if that didn't work either. Yeah, it executes main first. The load order. All right, well, I mean, I put I can try that. So like that, you think? Son of a bitch, you're right. You the bomb, Marco. You get your big red cape today.
Respect my authority!
Okay, that's good. Now, can it get to here? Son of a bitch! Table vector. Give me half a second here, guys. All right. So, where'd my chat go? World map needs to go after the noises. Okay. Is it really gonna make me? Oh man. This is gonna be kind of nasty-ish if I have to deal with order. So, Vector, did I not copy something over from the gym? I think so. I am very confused about this. All right, let's see where Vector is. What's your vector, Victor? Should be in here. Who the hell is that? Where's that coming from? What is that? Okay, I'm missing something. Yeah, it would be nice, and I'm going to figure out some kind of way to make this nicer and less nasty, because we're gonna have, otherwise this is gonna be 14 pages of requires, because there's gonna be 1,000 files in here, and that's not gonna bode well. All right, so what am I missing in here? I mean, is vector something just in Ruby? Or have to be an mRuby, right? Well, I mean, it could be, but I don't see anything. I mean, in this gem, I don't see anything defining vector. Oh, it is in standard log. Okay. Do I have to include that too? I mean, that should be in the bloody thing, right? The require who, what? Require matrix. Do I need to require matrix? Oops. Wait, the require matrix where? Oh, maybe up in the right here. Ah, gotcha. Oh, crap. But it doesn't know how to do that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Pulling anything else in? Oh, it was removed. Oh, balls. Oh, was it replaced with anything? Glad you're here, Marco. This is going to be tough. That. Oh, this is the same guy. Oh boy. All right, so I'm gonna have to find out what to on no, I am, well, my understanding is that right now this current version of Dragon Ruby is on mRuby 3.0 and they're getting ready to upgrade to 3.1. That's what I was told yesterday on Discord. Well, but this is, oh, well, no, I can't because this thing doesn't load gems. I mean, I can add it, but I don't, Dragon Ruby doesn't load gems. You get it? Yeah, it doesn't do gem loads. I presumably because it needs to compile. But yeah, it says I see that. Yeah, Dragon Ruby does not support gems because that requires the installation of MRI Ruby on the developer's machine. And Dragon Ruby is zero dependency. So, yes. So, I guess I could copy Matrix in here. Oh, my lord. Yeah, it's just running on mruby. So no, I don't want Ruby Matrix Gem. I want mruby Matrix. Because I think what I'm going to have to do is copy this in as well. That is just a go to here. Can you paste links? I think so. I just didn't allow for you. Try it again. Get caught up. Oh, okay. Give me half a sec. Listen here, Cloudbot. You leave my friends alone. Oh. That's not coming from Cloudbot. The fudge. Well, what you could do, Marco, is just throw it in the Discord. I'm sitting right here. Oh, yeah, there you go. What you said. Thank you, sir. Right, except I think I need to get the mruby version of it because we're actually running an mruby, right? God, please tell me this is a giant plus. Oh, good, it's just one file. Oh, okay. Is there actual code in here somewhere? Okay, go. I mean, pretty big, but what are you gonna do? All right, so let's put that somewhere. Yikes. Well, to a point, but what they were telling me yesterday on the Dragon Ruby Discord is that there are some differences. And mruby has there's a few syntax things that you can get caught up with. So if there are mruby specific gem ports, you should use those. I don't know dick about mruby, to be honest with you, so all I can tell you is what I was told by the Dragon Ruby folks yesterday. I'm gonna assume that they know what the hell they're talking about, because I don't. So let's put this under models. Let's just put a matrix RB here. And we'll do all that fun stuff. And I do have vector in here now, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Now, so now I'm probably going to have to require that too, right? Oops. mgem? No. Matrix doesn't exist. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, so I gotta require it in chili. Yuck. Oh. Saying that, I'm still gonna. Okay. Oh. Well, I mean... Okay, at least he's getting into my code now. Yay! I got something basic to work. So let's you asked me about MGem. Let me shut this down. MGem. What they say here is that MRuby's taking an approach of having a Git repository for compatible gems, and we will most likely follow suit. But I think even if I used an actual MGem, they don't load any gems when they compile, so, or when they load their engine. So I don't think that'd work, because that's what I was doing. I tried pulling in the Perlin stuff first as the MGem, and it just wouldn't load it. It wasn't there. So I had to pull it in directly. And I confirmed that with the folks on the Discord. So maybe they'll work on getting some gem stuff if it's MRuby gems, but I don't know. All right, so I've got some yeah, I agree. That kind of blew my brain up too. But we work with what we work with. Let's see. Okay, what did it tell me? What have I broken here? Generate height map, world map 10, method missing. Whoa. The method named args doesn't exist. I didn't. What? What, huh? Oh. So I can't. Oh. How do I? So I can't call it because this args is kind of their thing. So, like, see, I can do the args outputs. This is like their god class that has all the stuff under it. So I have to, apparently I have to do all my view layer stuff in the main. No, that can't be right. I must just need to include something. Dragon Ruby Dip. Let's see what we've got. Drop-in framework of what? Oh, that's nice. I may have to look into this. That's not my immediate problem. I will, however, write that down. What? Why am I writing it down? I've got this. How's wrong with me? Hey. Anyway, yeah, I could, and maybe just for the sake of getting this crap work right off, can refactor and make pretty later. That has to work, right? Well, okay. What? You mean wrong number of args? This stuff out of. Oh, because I didn't save it. A dummy. We did a thing. I don't know what we did, but we did a thing. Well, hey, we've got it running. We've got it loading some stuff. It's not doing anything yet, but damn. All right, I think I can actually get that to just reload while it's running. It hot loads, but let's just pretend we're not there yet, because we're not there yet. All right, so I want to do, let's see if this actually works here. So that should put out a little 10 by 10 block of something. Doesn't. Okay, how do I get to their log? How do I log stuff out there? Pretty sure I saw something about a log. God. Does MRB copy the args or reference? Well, yeah, because if it copies them, that'd be gross. I don't want to raise something. I just want to put like a debug log out. Oh Lord, can I find that somewhere? No. Ooh, what's this? It's in main. Okay, so it's just log, which once again I'm probably gonna have to pass it here if I want to do anything. Gosh. I'm gonna have to do some research on how to get this stuff around. Just see if we can log in, shall we? What? What's wrong with that? That's not a... Yeah, logs a method I keep doing. So, but maybe though, I don't need to pass it around. Wonder if it's a global method. Am I that lucky? I seriously doubt that. Oh. 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 That's an understandable error. Okay. All right. And it's, oh, it, whoa. Okay, oh, hey, look at there. It did a thing. It keeps doing it over and over. So, I mean, that's not what we want for sure, but now, because it's inside tick, which happens every time. What I want to know is, can I do something like this? I want something that will just run once at oh. Wait, why would that be running more than once? Because I know why. Because every time it comes through tick, map is reset. I wasn't scoping. But I gotta stuff this into the, they call it the args.data or something. They have a args.state. You can put arbitrary things in like that. Oh, there you go. You're ahead of me. Ah, all right. I didn't get my green stuff, but I did get this once. I didn't put out. I mean, this is working properly. Okay, so good to know. Log is a global method. Screw with that anymore. I wonder if I could make args global. Something. Let's see. Crap. All right, so I went in here and did map, world map, so it should have put out some green stuff. Why didn't it? Because I think what happened is when I went to the next tick, it redrew the screen and oh, yeah, because I'm not using the static solids. There's a static solid or something like that. Yeah. I think I want something like that. Ah ha ha ha. Starting to get it. I'm starting to get it. All right. Okay. So now we know we can do that kind of stuff. What I actually want to do though, let's see if we do 1,000 by 1,000, right? I just want to make sure. Oh my goodness. That may be because I'm spamming the log. I don't want to do that. Oh no. Well, this isn't going to be good if I can't do. Oh God. Yeah, that's really slow. was that? Wow. What is going on here? Ooh, I don't like this. I've got to be doing something very, very wrong. Is it the static solids that causing the problem? So it wasn't the logging. Because I think this is the tick number, so, I mean, 60th of a second it finished. Fine. And I don't have a problem with an initial load, but Ruby doesn't scale. Yeah. Well, if it can't scale to this, then, oh god. Then Ruby is doomed. No, I'm sure I'm doing something goofy here. I must be. Let's let me do this. Put out a green one if noise XY less than 5. That's it. Put out a red one, let's say, or kind of red. Wow. Oh, not working. All right, let me try logging this. Because these values, all the noise values are supposed to be between 0 and 1. So it would... Oh. Fighting cop. They're all exactly 0.5. Oh, wonderful. Well, that's not noise. But that, so 100 times 100 loops, it's having a fit with. That seems bad. Yeah, see, I'm getting 0.5 for all of them, so the noise function obviously isn't working proper. I should just have to call this, yeah. I mean, I could set intervals for them, but maybe a different seed. Let's try a... No, so something isn't working right in this noise function. Okay. I mean, we will want to pass different seeds in, but that's not the solution right now. Also, this isn't really the problem. See what happens here. And it does it, but my gosh. That's just 1,000 loops, and it's struggling with that. I wonder if that's because it's running it. It's not doing that within a tick, so it is trying. It's like stacking itself up with ticks, because those are happening 60 times a second, like period. So it's having to do this, and then it's trying to do that. I wonder if I can. I'll have to research and see if there's some kind of way to do a with Dragon Ruby to do like a just do this on startup and then start your ticks, right? Well, except we're gonna, I mean, ultimately we're gonna want to have like a startup menu, and they say new game, and then it, you know, so all that's gonna be running inside the main loop. That won't work anyway. All right, I'll have to do some researching on the speed stuff here and see. And I'll also have to take a look at this noise, Perlin noise function, and see if I can figure out why it's not doing what it's supposed to. That should be giving me all kinds of values between 0 and 1, and it obviously is not. Interesting. So that means that function can't possibly work. Well, they are floats. I mean, it's handing me a float, right? Let's see. So dimensions, yeah. We're not worried about interval curves or seed at the gradient tape. Because what Perlin noise is a, it's like random noise, but it's smoothed out so that you don't get like all over the place. It's more like a wave, right? So, but it's supposed to, and standard Perlin noise is between -1 and 1, but this apparently normalizes that to 0 to 1, which is fine, but that would, if this is 0, this always returns 0.5. That would tell me that this 0. I'll have to see if I can find a different implementation of Perlin and put in it, because that's obviously not working. All right, so I've got to look into the Perlin noise function, see if I can find one that actually works, right? Then I need to look at why the hell this is a massive problem, because I'm sorry, but 10,000 loops shouldn't be that big a deal. I mean, yeah, that's not that big. Wow. Well, that's what I'm wondering, if it's the per tick thing, but Yeah, the tick runs 60 times a second, and it does come back, but I mean, it spent all that time doing that stuff, and then it started shuttling out the log, which means the time, maybe it's this that's the problem. Well, no, because that wouldn't matter. Because I'm not changing this, I'm just changing this. Oh. Oh. No, I don't understand. Because even if I don't do this, right? Even if I don't do anything in that loop. Yeah, so it's what's happening inside the loop that's the problem. If I do anything inside that loop, something weird here. Because if I just leave that loop empty, I don't have the problems. But if I put anything in that loop, it freaks out. Oh. Wait a tick. Could still be the noise function, because the noise function does some stuff when you access its array. So we're doing that here. Let me try it without accessing. Yeah, this noise function is extraordinarily inefficient. So yeah, I need to dig into a different Perlin noise and see if I can pull it in, because there is one that's like a C wrapper that was implemented that way. I'll see if I can pull that, but it's this one I don't think is really usable. It's too slow, and it's not working anyway. It's not giving me random values. So I think create a new instance every time. Well, I mean, I would hope not. No, it's supposed to, no, because on the noise it initializes it and sets a bunch of stuff. So it's actually when you call the coordinates, when you access the array, that it actually does its thing, right? I think what's happening though is that this algorithm is incorrect somehow, because what I'm getting back is 0.5, which if this was 0, this was 5. I do both no, I'm only instantiating this once, because the initialize calls this, right? Because I'm memoizing this, right? So it'll only, the first time it hits this, it does a new, right? Tell me where my logic is failing. It does a new, it does initialize, calls the generate height map, which means it does one noise, and then it goes through the loop and does the access of array, the noise array, right? So it should only be hitting this once. Yeah, so the memorize, I'm not sure if this is the best way to do this stuff in here, but it's the only way I can think of this stuff in here. So, I mean, I don't. But, I mean, you know, to be fair, we are just learning. So these are the kinds of things that crop up when you're programming, and you just have to figure them out. All right, so we know that this noise function is a problem. I'll have to look into another function. Yeah, I think it's all rooted in that. I don't think that there's an issue with, well, not here with Dragon. No, it doesn't redraw. Well, but the thing with a Perlin map is it doesn't need to redraw. The values that come out of it, once it's set, should be done, and they're reproducible with the same seed every time. They're not actually random. I mean, they're random, but they're seeded. Oh, you mean the solid? Well, yeah, but that's still, it still should give me back some kind of noise that is not 0.5 every. And actually, I think the static solids, I think what they do is they don't redraw. But regardless, this, in my log, I should be seeing things other than 0.5, which tells me not only is that noise accessor inefficient, but it's also not doing it. There's something in here that's broke. So I think what I'll do now, because yeah, I'm pushing up on time here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and push this up to, I'll push this up to the repo, to the develop branch, because we have made some progress. Right? Got things to load and figured some of that out. We need to make some improvements, and you know, world map isn't going to get called directly from here. I'm just trying to get some basics working. But I'm going to put this up. And I'll start doing some research on what we might be able to do about this. If you guys want to take a stab at what might work better here, I am all for getting help, because like I said, I am not a game dev, and this stuff is all new to me, this particular stuff. And I'm trying to learn Dragon Ruby as well. But if you pull the repo down, you can do the /Dragon Ruby and run this thing exactly the same as I do. So it's supposed to be a 0 prerequisite thing. So you should be able to do this if you own the repo down or play with it or something. Do some thinking on your own. You are more than welcome, but I will do some thinking before next week, and I will, if I find anything, I'll talk about it in the Discord. And same with you guys. If you find anything, let me know in the Discord, because I'm interested to figure out how we can unscrew this. Because this is going to be kind of the fundamental thing we need to do for this whole game. If we can't reliably generate a good map, then we're going to have to think of a different kind of game to make. But anyway. All right, so I know this was a little slow and a little long, and it was a bit tedious going through this stuff. I get that, but things will start getting better once we get past the initial setup state. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I thank you for coming and hanging out with me. We will do this again next week. Also, Thursday, Rubber Duck Dev Show is back, and we've got Sebastian with us. We're going to talk about note taking actually, which is kind of something I need to learn more about because I suck at it. Anyway, I will see you guys Thursday if you're here for that. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern also, same time this one started. So hopefully our friends across the pond, that's a better time for you guys. But we will see you then. And until then, happy programming.